Normal Exploding Bare Bones Broadcasting. What I want to remind you is that generosity has to happen, and you can only sail with that. That is the only wind in your sail. And without it, your sail has no wind. Shipmate. What makes us turn? Have you ever thought about what makes this planet turn? I've often thought about what pressure could make it. You know, things turn because of one thing. Pressure. I wouldn't turn. Now, what accomplishes the pressure that gives this planet zero choice? You think this planet has a choice about turning? A choice about doing this? Does anything in this cosmos work by choice? Does it? And how in God's name would you bring that word to your existence is beyond me. Does your stomach work by choice? Does anything in your digestion have choice? Anything. Even when a Hindu runs everything in his anatomy or her anatomy. Was choice how the Hindu did it? When Jesus raised Lazarus from the grave, did he have the choice to not raise Lazarus? And was it choice that got Lazarus out of the grave? I mean, when the cells got back together, stinking, obviously the cells were rotting. When the sun's shadow went back 10 degrees, and the prophet turned the shadow back 10 degrees, was choice involved? When the Lord built its adornment for you, was choice involved there? And the Lord built one thing here, adornment. That's it. That's all that lives here. I saw the children the other day, my God, they're adorable. Just the way she was mixing the salt shaker at the table, and her mother was not correcting her. That was the best part. She was maybe, I don't know, 2.5, 3. I find them just, there's another word I use other than adorable. They're exquisite. No, something else. They're features of curiosity. A human's features of curiosity are beyond descriptionally lovely. And what in God's name happens to that enchantment and that curiosity? The classroom certainly provides. And just the whole weaning process, the parents scolding, the classroom scolding, the society scolding, and setting up this horrible extortional atmosphere and living off of it, it's astounding to me. How you survive through this shows you are one of the most priceless, wonderful things in this cosmos. When I watch, you all look like George, and that's when this is YouTube for Breakdown with the President. Know this, every president, George Bush is the epitome of president. The kicking that man took in the opinion of people around the world without giving any consideration to their own position and the way they live is astounding to me. That's a president. Even though I find it's a human. He failed. You better fail president of the United States or you're dead. Now that's an emphatic proved fact. You succeed at president in the United States, they will shoot you. You remember that, everyone that hates this nation. How damn dare you! This place lives with a dead president still in its conscience. Nothing to do. Well, our hands are tied. Can't even get a conversation about it. You shut up! Hating this place. In fact, you keep spouting it. You keep spouting your hate, and I'll drag you out and wallop you. The United States citizens' hands are more tied than anywhere on this planet. This place has a conscience. We can't get out and burn down our commerce. We can't, and we won't. Dummy. You're a dummy for doing it. Anywhere right now, Syria even. That guy's an idiot. Well, so are you. And the way NATO talks about you and the UN talks, they're liars and you know it. You have nothing but liars to help you, Syria. Rebel in Syria would make a pimple out of rebel's rear. Rebels right now back up and do it smarter. Gaddafi was a rebel. You butchered a rebel. You're a rebel the day he dies. You know how Gaddafi died? A rebel. You're an idiot. What rebel among you can face the way Gaddafi died? None of you, you coward snipe. Anyone that goes into a square and blows themselves to shreds. Wow, that took a lot of gumption. Did you feel any pain? What an idiot! They would maim a bunch of people on the way out because you are so disappointed with living. You are a moron. Do you understand? The King of the Jews. Do you? I'm sorry there's not any other kings of Jews available. Just this one. Well, this one will tell you. Like Solomon would. Like King Saul emphatically would. Had you given him a chance. He was a very meek man. You know what Israel does to meek people? Do ya? Was Jesus meek? And believe me, you didn't crucify Jesus. You know, once or twice, you think that somebody will keep playing that same sucker game. You're wrong, Israel. Wrong! No Messiah for you! Punk! You've had more Messiahs come and go. And believe me, the example that the Lord left with you, human, is your Messiah. Your Messiah lives right in front of you, and you're too stupid to see it. You're not going to get a greater Messiah than a 3-year-old child. There's your Messiah. Will you sacrifice it? Are you going to get to the point of sacrificing children? Which you do already. I mean, taking them out and just butchering them like you think that somebody has to pay this price. What price? Of your stubborn, stupid absence of confession? That price? All living right now, not having a confession that looks more Jew than any Jew that ever could Jew. You look at all the living right now. You're not Jew? Ha! I wouldn't want to hold the note on the currencies. As a Jew, I'd be looking straight at myself. Ah! What did you scream?